Hi everybody and welcome to week 1 of our role in training. So congratulations, you are part of Team Smile and I'm really pleased to be able to co-deliver these trainings with you. So it's going to be myself, Danielle Hollis, Joe Jordan and Esther. So we are going to be sharing all our top tips as well as some real structured training. So whether you're choosing to watch one a week, one a day, or you've sat down and you're going to watch all 6 in one go, it's absolutely brilliant because this is going to give you these strong guidelines to your business. So as part of Team Smile, what you can expect to see as well is weekly interactive training live into the team page. We've also got product training, product knowledge, and I'll also be sharing any links from any of the company trainings as well, be that online success days, events that we've got coming up. So my name's Louise Hancox and I have been with Forever for almost 7 years now. So I started off just wanting to be a retailer, but I very quickly learned about the networking skills and actually how I could coach other people to have businesses. So how it's gone on to develop is I'm now a Sapphire manager within the business. We've got a lovely full-time income from Forever, and I've got 4 children that I'm at home with and work alongside them. So whatever you want from this business, you can tick off all the boxes, but it all starts with exactly the same, whether you want to be a retailer, a team builder just for a couple of people, or whether you want to go on and have Forever as your sole income. So what we are going to deliver to you is a training that's really going to help you. So the topics that we are going to be covering is getting ready for success, understanding team marketing. So this is over the 6 courses, what you can expect. Perfecting your story, how you can interact and share things with people easily, because as you know, no one likes to be sold to, and we very much call it a recommendation business, just sharing your story. So I'm going to show you how you can do that. Talking about why you're going to do it, what you're going to get out of it, how to build your team, what to say to people, how to show people the information and what to send them. We're going to be talking about keeping all of that on track, because it's okay building a business, but you need to get some real nice structure in place to help you pick it up and pop it down, in the pockets of time that you have. So developing that system, obviously retailing methods, customer care, something that we call volume mapping. So you can predict your business growth and you can see where you could be in a week, a month, a year's time. And obviously becoming a leader and stepping into that leadership role if that's where you want to take this. So what we're going to commit to you is 6 weeks or 6 modules of training. But like I say, whether you watch them all today or whether you watch one a week, whatever it is suited to you. These are available in the pinned post in Team Smile. So anyone that you introduce to the business, you can just tag them in it and then they can watch the training as well. We're going to be sharing all our experience with you, and it's always going to be based on how we've genuinely built our business. We're not going to trial things on you. We're not going to get you doing things that we're not sure that work. We're just going to tell you exactly what's worked for us to get us to where we are. We're going to be interactive with you, very interactive on the team pages, giving you that inspiration, those new ideas as well. And obviously it's a massively safe environment. So remember, no question is a silly question. We were all new once, so please do ask your questions. And when you get confident, please answer questions. If you see people on the team page asking questions, it doesn't matter how new you are, by all means answer them if you know the answer to it. And of course we're going to be doing recognition, prizes and fun as part of a team. So we hope that you really enjoy this. So what I would love for you to do is commit to these 6 weeks or these 6 nuggets of training. Be positive about what you're hearing. Don't ever hear something and think, oh, I'm not going to do that, or oh, that doesn't, that's not what I want to do. Be really open-minded with it and realize that it's time to try something new, and take everything on board, and obviously practicing what you're being taught. At times you're going to exit your comfort zone, because at the end of the day, if it's new, it means you haven't done it before, so it's not going to feel completely comfortable when you're building yourself up. I want you to go on to your forevernowledge.info, and that would have been in your welcome email. So make sure you've got access to that, because we'll be sharing some trainings from that as well that you need to log in using your Forever Living ID. Participate, really interact with us. Team Smile page is here for you. It is your team Facebook page. You're going to make friends. You're going to come along to social events if you want to. And it's just a really nice, supportive social hub. So I hope that you're wanting to be part of that side of it as well. And obviously just be the best you can be. Do as much as you can, build as much as you can, and focus on why you're doing it. And obviously what you've seen in it when you join the business, because that's always something that really motivates me when I think back to why I started. So today we are going to be talking about what is team marketing, what is Forever Living, giving you a very good understanding on how to explain it to other people what it is you're doing, learning to communicate through stories and thinking about what your plan is with it. Okay, so the reason you started Forever is for a reason. So we need to pinpoint why that is and what's going to drive you, and where you want to be by when, and then we can get a plan in place. So the first thing is you need to develop the right mindset, and it's all going to center around your why. So I want you to, again, like I said, think about why you started the business. What did you see? Is it because you eventually want to do Forever full time and you don't want to be juggling everything? Is it that you just want to earn a couple of extra £100? Is it that you want to be able to spend the money on holidays every year? Whatever it is, it doesn't matter how big or how small, it takes the same amount of attitude and the same amount of skill set. You just do it more times. So however big your why is, the skill sets are really the same, even if it's a smaller goal. Of course, it's going to be your attitude. If you say, I'm not going to build my business, or I'm not sure it's going to work for me, then it won't, because you're already telling yourself that. But if you say, no, do you know what? I'm really positive about this, got a really good feeling, I can see myself earning X number of pounds, whatever it is, then straight away, you're already giving yourself 100% chance more success rate, because you're already in that mindset. So your attitude is everything. And I've actually heard the saying that a lot of people build their business off excitement alone before they even understand what they're doing, because they're excited, because their attitude is positive. They don't know how, where, why. They just know that they're super excited and they build a business. So embrace that change, and really get that positive attitude. Think about your business building discipline. It is a business, so it does require consistency. So you can't just do something once and think, oh, I didn't get any results from that. You've got to do the same thing over and over again until you start seeing the results. So think about your 4 case credits a month. So you would have had your planning meeting by now. And the case credits is basically the amount of volume going through your business. So personally, you want to be aiming to do 4 or more case credits, because that is a discipline in your business. Obviously, we are our own boss. You don't have to do it. Nothing's going to happen to you. But that's why it's so important to put your own discipline on yourself. So you've got something to strive for, something to work towards, and it'll give you something to focus and measure your activity on. You need to be consistent in using the products. You are going to sell more of what you're using. People will notice. The products genuinely are amazing. That's what gripped me on the business in the early days, because I seen the change in one of my hair clients. She was using the Forever products and she literally just changed. She was absolutely raving about them, and she was a customer. She wasn't even a business owner. So that really got my attention. So if you genuinely are using the products every day, people will also notice your energy, your skin, your hair, your attitude even, just because you feel well. Obviously, the knock-on effect of that is you're going to be able to retail easier, because you are talking from knowledge, talking from the heart. And obviously consistency in recruiting. If you want to go down the business building side, you will only build a business by talking to people about the business opportunity, the same as you do about the products. So it's having that commitment to that. And obviously attending trainings, listening into trainings. And what I would recommend is, I know team pages can be a bit overwhelming sometimes. So all you need to do is once a day, pop onto Team Smile, have a scroll through what's been posted. Have you missed anything? Pop any dates down in your diary, because it's quite easy to forget or not be able to find a post again, just because of the way that Facebook is. And then you're done, you're organised. So it's all about that consistency and that structure. Be persistent. Like I said, don't try something once. You need to keep going with the activity, prioritize activities. So think about, it's what we call income producing activities. Have a look at what you're doing. If you are spending a lot of time organising paperwork and designing business cards and all these things that are lovely, but that activity on its own isn't going to bring you an income. So it's about prioritising them. They are, you know, you do need to do those activities, but not before you've spoke to someone about a product or you've spoke to someone about the business. And those activities, what I always describe as the fluffy stuff, is the stuff you can do you know, when you've done all the important bits. So you're wanting to talk to 3 to 5 people a day. And then do the fluffy stuff around it afterwards. We're going to give you more structure with those activities as well. And obviously never give up, you know, don't kind of think I'll give it a month and see where I am. You've got to give it, you know, a good 18 months or more of consistent, persistent activity. Keep going, keep talking. And of course, you're going to see results before that in your extra income. But if you want the bigger business, you need to just keep going and keep going and keep going until you see that manager style business coming through, if that's what you want. So always focusing on that end goal. And then creating that sense of urgency. Like I said, developing that manager business, sense of urgency to send information to people when they want it, to meet someone for a coffee when they want it, because this in itself creates momentum. If someone wants to order a product, you get it in their hand as soon as possible. Someone wants to join your team, you sort that out and get the paperwork done as soon as possible. And your business is going to move really, really quickly. So what is team marketing? Team marketing is what you are in. So this is Forever Living, the aloe vera company, and we work by distributing products through a network of independent distributors. So the products come straight from head office, from the warehouse to the consumer. We don't have any shops, overheads, any staff or anything like that. So we've got our hands on products at cost price, and then we sell it at recommended retail price, and we keep the profit. So you get paid based on your product sales. So say for instance, someone gives you an order of £100 from the brochure, you will log on to your distributor account and you'll pay £65 for it. So that's 35%. You then keep that 35, that goes into your pocket, and that's your profit as you go along with retail. The other income is getting paid directly from the company, and that's in the form of a monthly income based on team building. So you will earn a percentage of what people are doing within your team. So if you introduce someone to the business, they're enjoying their retail, they're still going to be earning their 35%. So you're not taking from anyone, but the company will give you a small percentage based on their volume. So the volume generated through the whole team. And this is when we always use that sentence that lots of little bits definitely add up. And it's very consistent. It's about lots of people doing a little bit, and it provides that stability as well, because you're not relying on just one source of income. You've got all those bits coming in. So Forever is a global opportunity. So just how you have joined the business, whether you're in UK, USA, New Zealand, Canada, Australia, wherever you are, we've got lots of different countries within Team Smile. So you have got to think about, who do I know in other countries? Who can I connect with? Because these can also be your team, and these can also be your customers, because you have your online retail site. And of course, you've got this team page to help coach and train everybody. So the benefits of team marketing, I don't really need to go through this slide because you've already seen it, which is why you've joined the business. It's all about being self-employed. It's all about being your own boss, having that security. No one's going to make you redundant, having that income you want. So if you want to buy something, you sell more products, you build a bigger team, you're very much in control instead of waiting for someone, you know, to give you a pay rise or give you a promotion at work. It's a royalty style income, so all the work you do now, you will forever be paid for it as long as people in the team are still placing orders, so you support and help them. The incentives are open for everybody. So from point of manager, you can go for car plan, for chairman's bonus. for Eagle Manager, which is a holiday abroad. And you can do this just by the amount of volume going through your business. So that will be explained to you nearer the time when you're approaching manager. It's obviously the multiplication of time. Work hard for 3 to 5 years and you can really take your foot off the gas. I am a massive testament to this. For my first 3 to 5 years in Forever, I was hell for leather. Bear in mind that was with 2 small children and a 7-year-old and a job. You know, in my nooks and crannies of time, I worked forever really hard of an evening. You know, I always spoke to people, and just last year I had a baby. And I literally have not built my business. I've continued to talk to people because that's just natural. I've already got my customer base, which I look after. And I've talked to the people that I spoke to in those 5 years that the time wasn't right for them. So that is very, very true. You can massively take a step back and enjoy what you've built hard. So we need to learn to communicate. How can we sell a product or help someone join the team? Now, what I'm going to teach you is for you to be honest and get into a real natural way of telling a story. So what I want you to do is write down now your product story. And this is something then that you can focus and share. So whenever you're selling a product, you can share a story about that. So I want you to think about your favorite product and then write down why. Now the aim is just to share that story with as many people as possible. So my Clean Nines were a massive seller when I first started in the business, and it's because it is my favorite product. So when I first joined the business, my customer my hair client that I was telling you about, she was doing the Clean 9 as a customer. She had amazing results. Her hair changed, her skin was different, she'd lost a bit of weight, she looked fabulous. So that was the product that initially drew me to the business. I did the Clean 9 because I was on the other side of it. So I was very thin, very underweight, very unhealthy, a massive coffee with 3 sugars drinker. Obviously I worked in a salon, so I was always on the go. I did the Clean 9. I toned up a bit. I got some muscle because I was drinking the protein shakes. I put on a little bit of weight because it's only weight loss if you've got weight to lose. And I realized I was eating more on the Clean 9 than I was in my everyday life. And I became healthier and well. Lots of people noticed the difference in me. And that's how I went on to sell lots of Clean 9s, because I was able to share the weight loss side, but also I was able to share my side of how it's a genuine nutritional cleanse that's going to literally adapt to your body. So what I want you to do is think about your product story, your favorite product, and why. If you don't have a favorite product, my recommendation to you is get everything out of your cupboards, out of your box, your Start Your Journey pack, and use them, because very quickly you will have a product that you could never be without. And then just share that with everybody. So when you're talking to people about the business, all you need to do is perfect your business story, because you need to just be able to tell them why you started Forever. And they say, oh, that's interesting. Actually, that sounds similar to me, or whatever it is. It's a very good conversation starter. So let me share my story with you, and then I would love for you to pop your story together. What I would absolutely love for you to do as well is, why not go live into Team Smile or do a written version and tell us your story. So it might be your product story or your business story. So my name's Louise, and I am a hairdresser. So what I disliked about my life before Forever is that if I wanted to earn more money, I had to work more hours in the salon on my feet. So I wanted to find something that I could do at the same time, or that I could do from my laptop at home in the evenings. So the reason I'm developing my Forever business is because I met someone who was using the products. She was absolutely raving about them, and I realized it's something that I could sell in my own time and learn some business skills. So what it has done for me is it definitely allowed me to earn money from home, from my laptop, and it's made me realize that I can get more confident, that I can learn new skills. It's given me so many friends, and I absolutely love what I do. So that is my business story. So you haven't got to talk about how much you're earning and what you've got from it. People just want to know, how does it make you feel? What has it done for you? And people will very quickly pick up points in your story and they think, that's like me. That's like me. You know, every single one of us has got a reason or something that we want to change. So it's very easy to share your story with people and get a real positive response in terms of the business. So really good words to share with people is, you know, I was excited to try something new. I could see the possibilities, you know, the security. Poor words, oh, I'm trying it because it could, it might, hopefully one day, you know, using internal jargon like sponsor and all this sort of thing. Just forget those. You know, you want to be like, this is what I've seen, this is what it's doing for me, and this is where I'm at with it. You know, and put yourself back to when you decided to sign up for Forever, you were like, yes, I'm going to do it, and this is why, and share that with people. So the reason that you're going to share your stories with people is because you have a vision and a goal. So I want you to think about, you know, what goals do you want to do? Because what happens then is it motivates you to build your business, okay? You're going to have a choice. You're going to have a choice of an evening to put on the telly and switch off from everything else, or pick up your laptop and your paperwork and build a business. If you've got a very clear reason why you're building the business, every time you will choose to work your Forever business. If you don't, you'll be like, yeah, I'll watch a bit of telly, I'll have a chill out, and that's not going to bring you closer to success or to, you know, earning an income with Forever. So it creates that commitment. It also emotionally connects you with what you're doing. Like I said, whether you want to earn £200 a month or whether you want to earn £5,000 a month, which is very doable in Forever, it takes the same amount of commitment. It's just to earn 200 or 5,000, you do the same thing more and more and more and more times. Okay, but it's exactly the same. And you need to get like emotionally connected to that, to why you're doing it. So as it says here on the screen, they actually did a study about this, and 3% of the class wrote down their goals, and the 3% 20 years later had outperformed the other 97%. Okay, because they're the ones that had the goals. It's so true. I never even knew about goal setting before I started Forever. And then when I actually started thinking about, you know, what do I want to achieve in my life? Where do I want to be in 3 years' time? How much money do I want to earn this month? All of a sudden I was like, my God, and I started applying it to my whole life. And it makes such a massive difference to have a real direction, I suppose, isn't it? To have a direction in life that no one's ever taught you about. You've just kind of bumbled your way through thinking, oh, okay. So have a little think about, you know, what's your dream car? What's your home look like? You know, it might not be that you want to change big things. What about the decor that you want to change in the lounge, or the rose gold accessories you want to buy? How does it look? What does it feel like? You know, and set these as your goals, starting with the small ones, building up to the big ones. You know, save some images, pin them on a notice board, whatever you want to do to see clearly what you can focus on. Because then what we can do, as you've seen in your steps to manager, if we can break down your goals into how much they cost, we can then pinpoint it on the marketing plan and show you where you need to be. So it really, really does interlock so well. So please don't hold back on what it is you want. Don't be afraid to set crazy big goals, because you will surprise yourself. You definitely will surprise yourself. So focus on what you want, what makes you feel good. Sometimes this is hard. So when I was first goal setting, someone gave me information, a piece of advice once, and I was like, I really don't know. I just want more money, just want more money, just want more money. That was my focus. And actually it was like, okay, Louise, well, what in your life do you dislike at the minute? And straight away I reeled off so many things, because in my very early days in business, all I could focus on was what I didn't like about my life, what I wanted to change. I couldn't think about the good things I wanted to work towards, because my brain had never done that. So straight away I said, I hate doing the cleaning. I can't keep on top of this house. The kids make a mess. I can never clean the bathroom because I've always got a child with me. It was like, right, so a cleaner, how much does a cleaner cost per hour? How many hours would you want them to do a week? Put that over a month. There's a clear goal for you. I was like, oh, wow, that's brilliant. What else didn't I like? Well, I can't stand my car. It's always breaking down. It's in the garage once a month. Costs me a fortune. Right, a car. So what car do you want? So very quickly you can see then how you don't think there's goals that you want, but if you think about what you dislike right now, you will be able to list at least 5 things. You know, whether it's you dislike having to put the holiday on a credit card, so you'd like to be able to pay it up front, all these things, these are going to be personal to you. If you would like to talk through your goals, please do contact any one of us and we can help you piece that together and kind of map it together. We can go into more detail with that. So prioritize your goals. What is more important in your goals? If you are in debt, that's the #1 priority. That's just something that personally, you know, don't think about spending all these big things. Think about getting yourself back to naught, back to 0, and then we can start thinking again. So prioritizing these goals, getting yourself out of debt. You know, I'm just thinking about where I was at when I first started, starting to earn that extra couple of £100, and prioritizing what's important. So for us, the goal of time was really important. People say you can't buy time, but that's a lie, because in order for my husband to work 4 days, we needed to figure out how much we needed to top his income up by. So he asked his boss, would they let him reduce his days to 4 days, because he desperately needed a work-life balance with us having small children and me working in the salon. They were really good. They said, absolutely, and this is how much your income will drop by. So we knew straight away that my forever income needed to reach £300 in order to, or £400 in order to claim that back. As soon as it did it, he handed in his notice on that day and changed his contract. So you can really, you know, buy time, you can buy lifestyle and work-life balance. Everything kind of boils down to working it out. So break it down into that daily activity, into how much it's going to cost you, into what you need to earn. Think about, have I watched and listened to all the relevant trainings to help me achieve the goal? It's really hard if you're sat at home thinking, I don't know what to do, I don't know where to go, I see the potential. Just go along to Success Day. Just listening it into a QLS training. Put FLP UK Limited YouTube channel on and just watch and watch and watch, and all of a sudden you will be doing the activity to move you forward to your goal. So measure your goal, measure your progress. Obviously, if you want to be a manager, then measuring this progress is very important to you, because what you want to see is growth. There's 2 ways to hit manager. So manager is when you've got a manager style income. You will be earning £1,000 plus a month on a team leading bonus. So you can either do it by doing 120 case credits of volume. That's you and every single person in your team. The volume accumulates into your basket, into your login. If you do 120 over 2 months, you'll hit manager. Or if you do 150 over 4 months, you'll hit manager. So there's an example to the left of the screen of how to do manager in 6 months. Or 150 over 4 months averages out at 37.5 case credits for 4 months. So it might be that you're a strong retailer with a team of strong retailers. You don't necessarily want to push for big growth, but you're quite happy to maintain your 37.5 case credit month of business for 4 months. You are going to become a manager. So from point of manager, all the big incentives open up to you, your income goes up. It's a really good goal to have on your board. It's a really good time scale to have on there. So it all starts with where you're at now. So this is an example of how you can get that business building growth. So here's you, you're doing 4 case credits a month and you've introduced 3 new people. So your 4 is made up of retail, personal, and sponsoring people into the business. Every time you sponsor someone into the business with the Start Your Journey pack, you are going to get 2 case credits straight away. You will get 2, they will get 2. Please ignore the bit on my slide where it says it's broken down into 2 bits. It's not. You get it all in one go. 2 case credits as soon as they join your business. So that's an example of you doing 10 CC in 1 month. So it's having those emotional attachments. Sorry, it threw me there. 1 minute I was on that slide. I thought it was going to go on to the second one. So in order to bring 3 people into the business, you need to be connected to what you're doing. You need to be sharing your business story, sharing your product story, talking to people about the opportunity, and people will see the opportunity for what it is. The ones that will want it will want to get started. We will give you more training on what to say to these people, but that's just to show you the example. So this is all going to stem from having that emotional attachment to your goals and your dreams, really focusing on why you're talking to people, why you're sharing the business, and sharing what you've seen in it. So what I want you to do as week 1 homework is I want you to focus on developing 20 to 30 customers. Now remember, this is ongoing. Every single week we will talk about developing 20 to 30 customers. So it's going to start today by starting to share your product story to people you know, to people you see on your social media, sharing your stories. Never ever selling to people, literally just saying, this is what I love about this product. This is what someone else says about their product. So share other people's stories as well. Using your products out and about. Don't forget to have your product launch. So you would have spoke about that in your first planning meeting. It's definitely really important to get people over, invite people to come and see the products. It might be that you're doing it online if people live further afield. Pup drops is basically experience packs, personal use product packs, asking people to trial your products, giving you feedback and talking to people, which is what TTP stands for. So share your stories with us. Like I said, post on the team page if you'd like to share your story. Keep on developing your Who Do You Know list. Your Who Do You Know list is your database for your business. We're going to work from that over the next couple of sessions on our QLS training. So please make sure you do it so you know what you're doing with it. Make sure you've got access to the training. And just have fun. Remember, this business is simple. It's super, super simple. You can tell anyone about the products and sell one. You can earn 35%. You can tell anyone about the business and plug them into this training. You know, just be mindful of how many times am I talking about the products? How many times am I talking about the business? Because ultimately, they're the only 2 things that are going to build your business. So use the products, share the products, talk to people about the business, and then coach others how to do the same. So like I say, homework for today, monitor that customer base. How many customers have you got? What activity are you doing to build it? Please share with us your business and product story. Work on your Who Do You Know list, ready for next week's or the next module. You might be clicking into it now, which is brilliant. And just be positive and have loads of fun with it. So I hope you've enjoyed that training. Please do give us some feedback on Team Smile, and we shall speak to you in our next slot. Bye.